feeling good.
Mm-hmm. Well, Prez, let's get it. Prez, everything cool?
Today would have been my dad's birthday, man. It's gonna be 63. Never got to see me play on his birthday because the season was never that long. Just thinking about how it would have been a nice gift for him.
Wow. Man, I mean, I remember you talking about it, what was it, 5 years ago?
Mm. I mean, it's all right, man. I think about him all the time, but just thinking about him extra heavy today.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. There's nothing wrong with that, all right? And there's nothing wrong with talking about it either.
Yeah, that's right, Prez. And you know we all got your back here. I mean, physical injuries and things, that's easy. But dealing with loss, things like that, that takes longer, especially if you fight against it.
I appreciate it, especially coming from you guys. Anyway, don't want to be a downer, but we'll talk and celebrate after the game. Right now, we should get focused.
All right, let's get it. Orange juice.
OJ.
All right, X.
Yeah.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're wrapping up the NBA regular season in style here on 2K Sport. Tonight, it's the Orlando Magic as they'll be playing against the Detroit Pistons. And guys, for the Pistons, there is some significance to this game for them because victory here means they will officially have the third best record in the league. And Shaq, we finally reached the last game of the regular season. It has been a wild ride, man, up until now. But let's talk about the playoffs.
Yeah, the playoffs is where the real competition starts. The best of the best going head-to-head. Everything, the focus, the intensity is all taking up a notch. That's my French accent.
Why? Why the accent?
Because I want it to sound elegant.
Why the accent, man? Why?
All right, because I'm going to France after the game.
Okay. Oh, okay, good. No, just looking for a straight answer. How about you, Jet?
I tell you, for some reason, teams that barely squeezed in the playoffs, they're happy to just be here. But for some teams who's competing for the NBA championship, this is it. Season starts today. They're ready to go.
You want to toss it to Kevin Harlan with your accent?
Kevin, back to you wherever you are. I'm on the plane, eating grapes and French cheese and French fries, of course.
It's the Eastern Conference on display featuring the Detroit Pistons. It's Wednesday Night Basketball live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. The Magic make a quick stop here in front of their Orlando fans just one game before heading out. They sit in 11th in the East right now, not quite in the gutter, just in limbo.
And a frustrating matchup. I mean, they've lost 3 straight to this group. They'll have to summon maximum energy and passion if they're going to salvage a win on the season series.
Gut check time, or as you like to say, go time, partner. You can either hang your head and say they've got our number, or you can battle and fight till the bitter end. We'll see how they respond.
All right, ready to go? Ready to go?
And it's the Pistons to start out. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. On the wings, Caldwell, Pope, and Harris. Andre Drummond is out there with Prez. And it's Jackson in at the 1. And you look at the identity of this Magic team, they've got a lot of players with high motors and high work ethic.
Yeah, it's about building the culture. I mean, you have to run on 2 tracks when you're building a team that's going to win long term. You've got to build the culture and stockpile talent. I mean, you've got to do both. They want to play unselfishly. They want a physical brand of basketball, defensive-minded in their approach. And they want players with those kind of intangibles. And I think they've got a number of them right now.
And Aaron Gordon, growing up, he played hockey and football, track and field, just always wanted to be active, always an athlete.
You know, you hear all kinds of stories, and as a kid, his mother was driving. They were sitting at a busy intersection, and without a word, he hopped out of his seat to run and grab a ball he saw left by the curb. I mean, that reckless go and get it in traffic mentality cuts both ways and certainly serves him well as long as he's on a basketball court and not on a road in traffic somewhere.
Good advice, Clark. Fournier with the ball, now guarded by Caldwell Pope. And Fournier kicks to Vucevic, and there's a call on Tobias Harris.
I approve that steal.
That's his first foul.
That's a quick foul to pick up here in the opening quarter.
On defense, Detroit. Fournier pass to Gordon. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And Gordon's jumping ability combined with his reach make him a difficult matchup for any defense, especially when he's operating in the post.
And you could see it in Prez's eyes. There is no way he's missing that three.
And when he wants to hit from deep, it's almost as if he wills it in if you let it.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play. The Pistons making a change here. Lures checked in. The Magic shooting their third free throw shot of the game. And that one misses. Harris outside. Dishes it to Prez. Back to Harris. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Detroit shooting their first foul shots of the night here. The first free throw is good. And Harris drops them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Augustine with it, guarded now by Jackson, and it's blocked. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Prez. Caldwell Pope dishes to Jackson. Caldwell Pope outside. Prez with the screen for Caldwell Pope. Shot clock at 5. No good on the three.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And the basket is good. Fournier's got his first 2 points.
Really see Fournier go with the mid-range jump shot. This guy's a high percentage shooter, particularly from that spot on the floor.
Now here is Harris. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Here's Fournier. High post Vucevic. And Augustine kicks to Chandler. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Augustine in the corner. Gordon a screen. Augustine passes to Gordon. Misses from close range. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. So the wing on the left. No one near Prez as he lets it go. No good with the triple. Orlando trailing here. Now here's Fournier. 20 points for him last game against Chicago.
Boy, was he physical. I mean, in that game, just drawing a lot of contact and getting himself to the line over and over.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
2 shots.
That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw. The Magic have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Augustine with it. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And Lure gets it to go.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Now here's Chandler. He just could not put it together in that loss to Chicago.
And throughout his career, you like to see this in a player. Vucevic has worked on expanding his range. Now he has a very reliable stroke from the mid-range area.
And the basket by Harris.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
The Magic trail by 4. Chandler outside. To the inside. Augustine dishes to Gordon, but they recover it. Second shot opportunity, and gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Hill.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Free throw good, Gordon. And Aaron Gordon, the 4th overall pick back in 2015 by the Magic. And very young for his class. He's 2 months younger than the 2016 top pick, Karl Anthony Towns.
Hey,
let's go, hustle up. Hey, if we let up on D even a little, it's enough to get their guy going. He's beating us off the dribble every single time. I know he's got it going, but let's gap him on the ball and force him to beat us with the jumper. No easy buckets now, all right? We got this.
24 points per, just over 3 blocks, and 8 rebounds. And you talk about a difference maker. He's a factor inside with his length and activity.
Exactly what you want from your bigs. Protect the rim, pound the glass, and intimidate.
For Detroit, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Harris outside. And a hard slam there from Prez to finish off the play.
And that's the athleticism that had him so highly touted coming into the league.
Payton outside. He dishes it to Fournier. 5 to shoot. It's tipped. And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it, the fast break chance. Here's Payton. There's the pass to Biyombo. Fournier with the ball. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Lets it go. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Pistons leading by 4. Oh, trying for it. Out of bounds. Orlando takes possession.
Well, the numbers since the All-Star break, and here's how Orlando ranks league-wide. 2nd in rebound, 4th in fast break points, and they're in the top half of the league in blocks. That's pretty good. Not too bad.
And guys, you can't say enough about how well they've rebounded. So often, it's swung the possession battle in their favor, and that's really had a huge impact.
Now, here's Fournier. Screened by Ibaka. Here's Gordon. Ibaka. That one misses. And the Pistons now going the other way. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at him.
Terrell Arthur, he's checked in for Gordon. Then for the Pistons, Hill, he's checked in for Lure. Marcus Morris comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Stanley Johnson in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Now here's Fournier. It's stolen by Johnson. And now the Pistons fast break. Missed inside.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
It's Biyombo atop the key. Now Fournier drains comes the three-pointer. Fournier's got 5 points so far.
And he has been an absolutely lights-out long-distance shooter every season he's been in the league.
Now here's Prez. Tight defense on him. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Detroit.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Now here's Payton. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. That one drops for him.
When it comes to scoring the ball inside, Payton's a master at it. I mean, the defense can contest him all they want down there, but he still finds ways to bury it right in their face.
Prez with the ball. Defended by Ibaka. It's Biyombo with the rebound. 50 seconds left in the first. Kicks to Fournier. Orlando moving the ball around. Now here's Prez. He's guarded by Arthur. Prez passes to Morris. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
You know, the rest of the D can be stretched a little thin when the double team's in place like that.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And here is Payton. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Johnson. Prez kicks to Morris. Johnson outside. No good from outside. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Pistons ahead, up 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And Serge Ibaka, becoming known for his shooting ability now, he talked about the confidence his teammates and his coach instilled in him.
He trusts you. Every time he punts the ball, when you don't shoot, he screams you, shoot ball. Then next time what? You will shoot. And if you miss, you say, yeah, good shot. You know, and your coaches in the practice talking to your teammates. Man, when Serge is open, give him the ball. He will make that shot.
If you wonder how much difference a coach can make for a player, there it is, huh?
You heard it in Serge's voice, too, that confidence.
Orlando making some changes. Biyombo is checked in for Vucevic. Aaron Gordon comes in for Jarrell Arthur. And Evan Fournier is subbed in for Payton. And then for Detroit, John Lure, he's checked in for Bielitsa. Prez comes in for Morris. And Smith subbed in for Stanley Johnson. We've got Ibaka. Fournier out there with DJ Augustin. Then it's Aaron Gordon.
All right, bring it in. Let's talk, gentlemen. Look, I'm fine.
Fournier, and he's very crafty. He said his favorite player growing up was Manu Ginobili, and I see some similarities in their games. Both are efficient scorers. They're able to make the three and slash and dash inside to finish around the rim.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Prez in their last game against the Wizards put on a show. He ended up with 31 points and was his usual dominant self on the glass. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
Okay, Dave, thanks. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
And Fournier, a slasher's mentality, an excellent finisher around the rim.
And, you know, he's got a really soft touch, too, guys, Fournier. I mean, he can hit the floater. What I'd like to see from him are more free throws. Get to the line and maybe even bump up that assist total as well. I think he's got to find multiple ways to punish defenders as he gets into the lane.
And he's good on the second. Magic leading by 6. Now here is Augustine. He's got 7. Jackson with it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. And where have the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for Orlando.
And not a lot of teams can be successful with a focus on the mid-range game, but these guys make that a focal point of their offense. A lot of their scoring opportunities this season from 10 to 20 feet out.
Orlando's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Prez brings the double team. Gordon dishes to Ibaka. He kicks to Fournier. Down low, here's Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
And right now, Gordon is on a whole nother level now. I mean, he's not forcing anything. He's really letting the game come to him, and his shots are being taken right in rhythm.
Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Prez. 1:53 left in the second quarter. Screen by Ibaka. Here's Fournier. Biombo, the pass to Augustine. He feeds it to Fournier. Up top, Ibaka, guarded by Jackson. Gordon kicks to Augustine. 5 on the clock. Poke loose. The drive by Smith. Here's a quick check of the rookie leaderboard with the free throw percentage leaders since the All-Star break. 4th, Prez.
No doubt he's earned his spot among the great rookie free throw shooters through hard work and repetition.
Well, he's been locked and loaded at the line, really focused, confident in his repetition and his routine. And I tell you what, that's a great asset, especially late in games.
And Ish Smith, acquired by the 76ers in a mid-season trade, last year turned out to be the best season of his career.
Yeah, you know, they still weren't winning a lot of games, but he elevated them to actually being competitive in most of their games. A career high for him in minutes played, and he showed he could be a high-caliber playmaker.
Magic leading by 4. Pass to Fournier. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine. Augustine's got 3 assists now in this one. Jackson against Fournier. Pass to Jackson. Smith kicks to Prez. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up on the high post, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. The Magic have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. 36 seconds left in the first half. And Augustine kicks to Fournier. There's a good screen. To the inside. The leaner inside. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. The Magic have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now. That one is off. The Magic making a switch here. Arthur's checked in. Second free throw, no good. Pistons trailed by 6. Inside. And Lure kicks to Smith. Here's Prez. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And that's just what Prez does, getting real physical with the D on his shots.
And he's just had 1 attempt at the line early. He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line.
Let's go. Keep the energy up. Keep the energy up.
Here's Augustine. He has 7. Screen by Ibaka. Fournier, that's for 2. That shot off.
Not a good pick there. If I'm shooting the ball and I'm looking at it, I'm asking, where is the effort? You've got to do a better job of screening.
And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. Magic lead by 5. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Aaron, you all have played at a high level so far. What has worked for you?
We're just sticking to the game plan. Our coaches really drew up something good for us. They wrote it out, and we're sticking to it, and we're executing very well.
Yeah, that's obvious the way you all have played. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here.
All right, come on, guys. Shake it off. Hey, if we let up on D even a little, it's enough to get their guy going. He's losing us off the ball and creating all of their opportunities.
We're back with you in Orlando, where you can see some of the street art that adorns this beautiful city. And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. A fantastic game from Aaron Gordon in this one.
Just a dominating performance in the post by him so far. Just tearing them to shreds when he gets it inside.
Yeah, and getting it to him is the only hard part, fellas. I mean, once he has it, he's automatic. Forget about it. He can do work down.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the floor for Detroit, Jackson and KCP are in the backcourt together. Prez out there with Harris, and it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's Gordon missing. Pistons trailed by 7. Over in the corner, Prez. And there's the feed to Jackson. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Offensive rebound. Drummond. Vucevic with the block.
Hey, that expansive reach of Vucevic's really helps him on the defensive end. He uses that length to really bother the confidence of shooting.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Augustine with the steal. And now Augustine pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Come on
that
now.
one, good.
We're better than that. Magic play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And you know what? The work he's put in at the line starting to pay off. How about 78% on the season?
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by. 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Up again. Here's Vucevic, and stolen by Harris. Now Prez, 13 points in the game. Harris outside. To the middle. Here's Prez. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 3 assists tonight.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
And Nikola Vucevic averaging a double.
Wake up out there. Come on. Listen, guys, we've got one guy doing all the damage out there.
The league seems to be going away from the slower, bigger post-up guys. If you're not a dunker and a shot blocker or a three-point shooter these days, you can get lost in the shuffle a bit, but this guy, Vucevic, brings a lot of good stuff to the table, and I think it's incumbent upon his team to keep him in positions where he can succeed. Well, that's a lot of bricks by them early in the second. Only 1 make on 5 tries so far in the second half.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Caldwell Pope outside. Harris outside. The dish to Jackson. Bounces high off the rim and drops. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Payton passes to Vucevic. Chandler kicks to Gordon. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Gordon's got 23 points.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots.
Jackson kicks to Caldwell Pope. Over in the corner, Prez. The three. Orlando grabs the miss. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
The offense just struggled mightily in that game. They went stretches where points just became very difficult to come by.
And ironically, their play wasn't that bad. It was just their shot making that went AWOL.
Just 4 to shoot. Fournier's shot is off.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Harris misses.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Passes it to Vucevic. No good. Shot missing. Good D by Drummond. Pistons trailed by 18 and finished off by Prez.
And, you know, Prez is constantly hunting his shot, feeling out the defense and exploiting their weaknesses.
Come on, let's go. We've got to improve our offensive execution, gentlemen. We cannot settle for contested jumpers when we can get cleaner looks at the basket.
Some things going on out there that we didn't care.
From deep three-point range, no good on the buzzer beater. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Orlando. And meanwhile, Frank Vogel talking to his team.
Our closer is our tempo, intelligent tempo. Let's still run. 1, 2, 3.
And that's Frank Vogel asking his guys to dictate the pace and ramp it up a little bit.
Yeah, he wants them to push the action, but just be smart about how they do it. Aggressive, yes. Careless, no.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Watson out there with Jody Meeks, and it's Arthur, and it's Vucevic, and it's Hazonia in at the small forward. That's who's out there for Orlando. And the shot goes down. Hazonia's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Orlando. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Magic.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Clock is at 3. From 12 feet out, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Orlando. Orlando's gone 7 of 9 on three-pointers tonight. Outstanding mark from long range. And Stanley Johnson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
Watson kicks to Vucevic. Meeks dishes to Watson. Fires the three. McCallum with the rebound. Prez passes to McCallum, and it comes off the front of the rim. The Magic shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Outside, Meeks, and he's good on the three ball.
And they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
Prez, that counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
And Meeks kicks to Watson. To the inside, shoots from 12, and it's blocked.
And nice job by Prez positioning himself for these blocks. I mean, sending a message with how he puts those shots in reverse.
McCallum dishes to Prez. Feeds to Lure. Chandler with the steal. And the call will be against Prez.
Come on now. We're better.
That's foul number 2 for him. Bielitsa, who's checked in for Detroit. The Magic have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Watson kicks to Hazanya. Chandler outside. Magic moving the ball around. And Vucevic throws it down.
And whenever Vucevic has the ball that deep in the paint, I mean, he's looking to throw it down.
McCallum, the pass to Bielitsa. Dishes to Prez. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Connects on the open J.
Come on, Ref.
Prez has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Picked by Vucevic. Chandler outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Hazanya. Off target with his 3.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
And finished off by Prez.
Superb quickness that time on the slam from Prez. Just ramming it home in style.
Over to the left wing. Here's Hazanya. He dishes it to Vucevic. Over in the corner, Chandler cans it from downtown.
It's hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
To the inside, here's Johnson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
The Pistons have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. Here's Prez to the wing right side. McCallum dishes to Johnson. And Lure kicks to Prez. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Excellent game we've seen from Prez. He has 23 points, and he's hit the mark twice from 3-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
And that one misses.
And Prez is just brilliant. Just has such remarkable initiative and moves well without the ball.
Orlando making some changes. Gordon comes in for Wilson Chandler. And it's C.J. Wilcox in for Jody Meeks. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Caldwell Pope's checked in. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Orlando's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And the pass to Watson. To the left side wing. Wilcox passes to Vucevic. Count that one.
Sometimes, quite simply, getting a hand in the face of Vucevic is not enough. He doesn't buckle when the defense tightens up.
And McCallum kicks to Caldwell Pope. He feeds it to Prez. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Terrell Arthur, he's checked in for Hazanya. And a switcher also for Detroit. Smith checked in for McCallum. Picked by Vucevic. Wilcox kicks to Gordon. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Gordon's got 25 points in the game.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
Smith dishes to Prez. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Watson, the pass to Wilcox. Arthur kicks to Wilcox. Yep, that one goes in there.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Yeah, it's just been far too soft. Not much fight being shown by the defense there. And, boy, that's hard to watch, quite honestly.
Kicks it to Prez. Inside. Takes it from 10. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
And the shot goes down.
They just can't miss. Everything they put up, it seems, goes in.
You know, sometimes you're the bug, and sometimes you're the windshield. They are certainly the bugs tonight. Nothing going their way.
And I'm not even sure that I'd want to be the windshield.
No, maybe the windshield wiper.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Watson for 3. Doesn't go for him. The Pistons go the other way with it.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Magic.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And they will avert a season series sweep. They showed big heart to finally put a win up on the board, but still ending the year with a record of 1-3 against the Pistons.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Gordon. You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
And here's Watson. Picked by Vucevic. Over to the wing. Watson with it, working on Smith. The shot and game clock separated by 4. He kicks to Prez. Poked away. It's stolen by Watson. And the call will be against Prez. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Get up, boy.
Nine seconds left to play here in the fourth. Now, here's Watson. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
I don't let it get to me. Done.